As a fitness trainer, many gym members asked me how to lose weight. When I asked them what they ate, the usual response was, I eat healthy. They didn't want to hear about avoiding dairy and alcohol. They wanted to hear about a new weight loss supplement or a specific exercise that incinerated belly fat. They all consider themselves healthy and overweight. Some of these people exercised from 3 to 7 days a week. They lifted heavy weights and did high-intensity cardio. One 50-pound overweight middle-aged man does CrossFit 3 times a week, can do 50 kipping pull-ups in a row, often rides his bike 30 miles in a day, and can ski from morning to sundown. Did I mention that he's 50 pounds overweight? They know that exercise isn't working for weight loss. They consider themselves to be fit, even though they're very overweight. Can a person be overweight and still be healthy? In other words, can you be both fit and fat? Is exercise alone a barometer of good health? Runners used to think so until they collapsed from heart attacks during a marathon. Oh, they didn't all learn their lesson because some of them died. Exercise is only one aspect of good health. So hopefully that will dispel the myth that if you exercise, you're protected from having a heart attack. I wish it did. How is a person to determine if they are healthy then? Because thin people who exercise have heart attacks and get diseases too. One way to figure out if you are healthy or not is if you have any disease or autoimmune condition, or if you are taking any medication prescribed or over the counter. If you are, you're not healthy, no matter how muscular or beautiful you are, or how many followers you have on Instagram. In addition, there are 3 tests you want to pass the FIT test. One is an A1C blood test. I'm still surprised when overweight people tell me they aren't diabetic until I learn that a person can be on the verge of type 2 diabetes and not know it, and neither does their doctor, because the A1C blood test doctors typically order doesn't provide a full picture of what is going on. The A1C blood test provides an average blood sugar reading over 3 months, but it doesn't show how much or how little insulin your body makes, and that matters a lot. If your pancreatic beta cells are working too hard by pumping out a lot of insulin, it's exhausting them by pushing them to the brink of death. The beta cells have to produce a lot more insulin to push glucose past the fat into the fat cells for energy, which is called the fatty acid syndrome. The second test you want to pass is a C-peptide test to see how much insulin is being produced. You want a C-peptide test taken shortly after you've eaten at least 50 grams of carbohydrates. That's like a smoothie with 1 banana and 1 cup of blueberries with almond milk. The reason you don't want to take a C-peptide test fasting is that your body shouldn't be producing much insulin if you haven't eaten recently, and you don't want results showing low insulin production if your body can pump out plenty. In the extremely informative book, Mastering Diabetes, it states that the C-peptide test is one of the most important diabetes blood tests. If your C-peptide is over 4 nanograms per milliliter, you are on the verge of type 2 diabetes. And if it's less than 1.5 nanograms per milliliter, in the future, you could be an insulin-dependent diabetic, like me. A 33-year-old overweight woman I trained at the gym told me she has type 2 diabetes. She wanted to lose weight, but had no desire to change her diet of large portions of high-fat restaurant meals or exercising more than once a week. She didn't tell me if she was taking medication for diabetes. Medicine is far from perfect, Diabetes medicine can drive your blood sugars too low, where you get dizzy, can fall down, and hit your face on the end table and split your face open like a fillet down the middle, requiring immediate stitches and plastic surgery, like what happened to my friend Jan. Pharmaceutical insulin may not be effective enough, so blood sugar is high. High blood sugar, even just 50 points, causes me exhaustion and severe depression. 50 points over a normal blood sugar level may seem like a lot, but that's just 1 unit of insulin. And an extra unit of insulin could be just what I need or excessive, putting me at risk of falling and losing consciousness, like my friend who died. If I ate a plant-based diet the way I eat now, back in my 20s, I truly don't believe I'd be a type 1 diabetic today. Diabetes sucks. Hopefully you'll never get it, and if you do, you can reverse it. If you pass the C-peptide test, your range being somewhere between 1.5 and 4 nanograms per milliliter after a meal with carbohydrates, sweet! There's one more test to help you determine if you're fit. A lipid blood panel, which is correlated to heart disease risk. Your total cholesterol should be under 150 and your LDL should be under 70. And if you're vegan, they want it under 60. If your cholesterol numbers are higher, you didn't pass the fit test, because higher numbers mean you have heart disease, which is why your doctor will pressure you to take statin and prescribe it on the spot. By the way, low cholesterol due to taking a statin doesn't prevent you from having a heart attack. People still have heart attacks on statins. Did you pass all those tests? If so, does that mean you can be a fat, fit person? Let's look into that, since you can be healthy now, but are you headed for trouble later? Remember how at the beginning I said that overweight people at the gym told me they ate healthy? Just because you eat some healthy food doesn't make you healthy. A pepperoni pizza with mushrooms, bell peppers, onions, and zucchini doesn't make pizza a health food. And don't tell me you eat a healthy diet if you're drinking any amount of alcohol and consuming dairy, oil, sugar, processed foods, or animal products. High body fat in your muscles, tissues, and cells is why people have heart attacks, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, and disease. Excess body fat means higher circulating estrogen, which can cause hormone imbalances and increase cancer risk. Men with higher body fat also have excess estrogen because body fat creates estrogen. So heavy men have lower testosterone levels and are more likely to have ED and less muscle mass. Those beer drinking ads don't make men more masculine. Beer makes men fatter, giving them unattractive man boobs and a penis that doesn't work. One of my gym clients needed to lose 100 pounds. His knees and back hurt, so any upper body exercises had to be performed sitting down. He loved frying pork chops for breakfast and often pondered out loud why he feels terrible all the time. And he said he wasn't on any medications and didn't have any diseases. High body fat increases inflammation and puts excessive pressure on joints. Chronic inflammation is a precursor to disease. Pain can be an indication of poor health. So, no, a person cannot be both fit and fat. I wish brownies and cardio kept me healthy. Any person can change their health trajectory, and you can contact me if you want my help. I can analyze your diet and let you know how to optimize it. Go to my website, thehigh5diet.com. Scroll down to schedule appointment and choose the 1-hour diet and nutrition analysis, where I will spend 1 hour with you via Zoom, FaceTime, or on the phone. Your choice. I have other services, including one-on-one fitness training sessions that you can add on if you're interested. Helping people improve their health, sharing my delicious recipes with lots of yummy carbs gives me a high like no drug can, which is why I do it. Change is not as easy as pie, but it's worth it because pain, disease, and drugs are much worse than avoiding apple pie. For my favorite low-fat, oil-free, plant-based vegan recipes, order my cookbook with vegan nutrition facts on how to prevent and reverse disease, which chronicles my personal health and weight loss story through my website, thehigh5diet.com.